Yo! Video games.
Alright, this is the one that will 100% be the hardest for everyone but me to list. I had to review, I was a professional game reviewer during the Wii era, so this will not be difficult for me necessarily, but this is going to be difficult for them. They will have issues. I will be totally fine with this. But let's just get the obvious ones out of the way, why don't we? Let's start at the beginning. Even though I think it's probably the worst version of the game to play. But, hell, it was a moment. You are Mr. Gay. Does anyone remember that meme? So, if you look at, like, on the logo for Mario Galaxy, the U-R-M-R-G-A-Y all have it, are the only letters to have a shine on them. Yeah, I think Wii Sports definitely does deserve to be up here. Because, I mean, okay, it may not have been, like, the fucking deepest game ever or whatever, but, like, it was a game you could always come back to and play. Always. Yeah, and let's just put it up there because it deserves it. Okay, this is my first time probably listening to the entirety of the 13 soundtrack, just going, do people love this game because it's all ethereal vibes and mood? Is that why people fucking, like, you know, drool all over this soundtrack? No, people don't love 13, but people do always, the soundtrack always gets a sort of free pass. And I'm like, yeah, the soundtrack is good, but it's all like, like, you know, just some like breathing from some like female singer, just going, and like, you know, a little like wind chimey crystal synthetic sound to it. It's like it's the whole fucking, like, not the whole fucking sound, it's like half the fucking soundtrack. Remember we had to beg Nintendo America to localize? Yeah, remember, and what you don't remember is that it didn't actually work. I was talking to NOA people as the game was announced, and the year after the game came out in Japan, and was coming out in Europe, and still wasn't coming out in North America. Like, they did not care. I had direct, like, communication with NOA at that time, and trust me, they didn't care. They only cared when they saw, actually, they didn't even care even when they saw the sales from Europe. GameStop is actually the reason that a game had any sort of release in North America. I did not play Tales of Graces, but I heard the battle system's great. I remember I watched my roommate play through Graces, and I was like, man, this is like kiddie, like in a weird sort of like, this is like, I don't know, like super childish, but the battle system did look really good. But yeah, anyways, let's get back to, Xenoblade 1. Saved JRPGs. What all the weird normies have been screaming about on Twitter for this year with Expedition 33, that was my moment with Xenoblade, because I was disappointed after disappointment after disappointment after disappointment with Japanese RPGs during this era. Like, if there were any good JRPGs to be found, they were probably on the DS or the PSP. And even then, they weren't like PS1 level good or Super NES good. They were maybe PS2 good, maybe. People need to remember the world is bigger than the circles they interact with online. Nobody will remember. Nobody will ever remember that. Nobody will ever realize that. I do think Trauma Center was fucking fantastic on the Wii. We could cheat. We could definitely cheat. I think it's okay in this case to cheat, because I mean they all control different, right? Like, it was a huge upgrade. This is a damn good track. What's this track? It's a Hamazu, of course. Wouldn't Just Dance get a spot here as well? It certainly could. It certainly could. Muramasa. Muramasa's great. I have heard Conduit 2 and Red Steel are really good. Conduit 2 is actually good. Conduit 2 is like actually shockingly very good. Like 1 is like, you know, like a sort of 6 or 7 out of 10. 2 is like a legit like 8.5, 9. Ooh, Punch Out. Thank you. Absolutely. 100% Punch Out gotta go here. Punch Out gotta be in here. Definitely. Monster Hunter Tri. You right. Absolutely right. It was Capcom's second big attempt at making a console Monster Hunter game. And it was very good. It was very, very good. But nobody wanted to deal with it. Nobody wanted to play online on the Wii, sadly. Sin and Punishment 2 is very good, but it's kind of one of those like, man, this was like a game. Okay, there are obscure games on the Wii that I feel like I would love to put here, but they had like pretty much no impact, if you will, where like Sin and Punishment 2, Mad World would kind of be one of them. House of the Dead Overkill. I would personally put something like Fragile Dreams on here, but like, I don't know. That's the game that also isn't really that great. There's like 2 Wii games that I'm like, I felt like I liked them more than most people, and that was Fragile Dreams and Crystal Bearers. I thought they were actually pretty good. We gotta put Returns here, right? DKC Returns. We gotta put it here, man. There really were a lot of good games on the Wii. I would even Kirby's Epic Yarn. I think the problem with No More Heroes is that it's really rough around the edges, no matter what. Like, it's the characters, it's the story, it's the voice acting. Like, that's why No More Heroes is great. It's the style, but the gameplay is rough. It's like Nier. I'm hesitant to put Brawl on here. Like, Brawl is... I played so much Brawl, and it's the worst goddamn Smash Brothers. Besides maybe the original. RE4 almost feels... I mean, I'm okay with saying that, but I almost feel like it's almost a cheat to put a game that literally won the best of our GameCube up there. Skyward Sword... Ew, what the fuck? No. Ew, no. I did enjoy Super Paper Mario. You know, honestly, I'm going to have to think about... Okay. There's a lot of, like, 7 or 8 out of 10 games that I think have a... kind of deserve a spot on here, you know, like a lot of 7 or 8 out of 10 games on the Wii. I think the one I had the most fun with was probably Crystal Bearers, but I'm surprised at how many people are saying Tatsunoko. Where the fuck were you Tatsunoko stands when the game was out? I mean, we definitely got to consider, but I mean, I think exclusives need to be considered, but like sometimes like a version of a game is just best on a system, even if it's multi-platform. You know, I'm going to put it here because it's kind of like stuck on Wii and Vita only. Do you know what I'm talking about, chat? Damn right, chat. Muramasa. I'm surprised Al wasn't here to whine about it. Pisses and moans for this game to be released. It's a good one. Oh yeah, it is absolutely the spiritual successor to Odin Sphere. 100%. Didn't it get remastered for PS4? Nope. Vita. World of Goo. There you go. Do I dare put World of Goo on here? You know what? I'm gonna put... There's a lot of games I would personally put on here. A lot. That aren't on here. Again, Fragile Dreams. Pharmacy Crystal Bearers I thought was pretty dang good. Oh, House of Dead Overkill, Mad World, Pandora's Tower. But I think we should at least acknowledge one of Sakaguchi's last RPGs. Not the last. He had one come out last year. None of you bought it, by the way. The one that was stuck on Apple Arcade and then finally came out for consoles. I forget what it was called. That might be the problem. But yeah, last story. Fantasian. It was fun. Apparently that game bombed. I heard this directly from the horse's mouth, that the sales crashed, were super low, really bad. Neo Fantasian, yeah. Wii Sports or Resort, yeah, because everyone had it. You know, you could always just boot up Wii Sports and just play some bowling. You could just say, fuck it, let's go bowling. Shattered Memories also very good. Yeah, I think Apple helped fund the original part of it or whatever, but yeah. Shouldn't Muramasa be safe for a Vita list? I don't think we're ever going to get to it. You have to be a real OG to have purchased a PS Vita. No, you could easily make a top 10 list of Vita. I mean, I remember when I did one for Wii U, and I was like shocked at how much I could actually fill a Wii U list up. I don't hate this list. It's a good list. There's a lot of good games on the Wii. Wii is underrated. There, I'll say it right there, right then and there. The Wii is and was underrated. But yeah, that's 7th gen, by the way. I mean, we could even remove Twilight Princess, you know, for... I can't remember if Twilight Princess made it onto our GameCube list or not. I think it might have. And there's definitely, like, plenty of things to replace Twilight Princess with on the GameCube. Well, on the Wii. There's a lot of really good DS games. Like, DS and Wii, there's so many games, and there's so many hidden gems. Like, yeah, there's a mountain of shovelware on the Wii and DS, but there's also a mountain of hidden gems.